Hello there and welcome. It's Spiritual Psychic Cynthia Killian here, Psychic Cynthia. And today I want to invite you to think about finding and visiting your place of power, your place outside of power. Um, if you're watching this channel, I imagine that you are a wild one at heart, like myself. You are a stargazer, follower of the stars, and a seeker of the wild ways, and probably you have a connection with the out of doors, or maybe you just wish that you did, but you're drawn here to these vibrations for a reason. And you might notice that I film a lot of my videos outside. It's my number one preference for filming a video, even when it's 0 degrees Fahrenheit, even when it's 7 degrees Fahrenheit, which is very, very cold for those of you who use the other system. Of course, I prefer it when it's, more pleasant temperature. But there's a sense, I think, that many of us have that, we have special power places for us. And I mean in the sense that in your own neighborhood, and close to where you live, for me, it is my garden, which I kind of think of as my whole yard, but especially certain parts of it. And maybe you have a special place outside that you've created. This is a created space in a way, or a co-created, because of course nature is there, but then maybe it's a place that you work with to landscape or to flesh out, the beauty, or maybe it's a place that you go to. Earlier today, I went to a place that I could walk to here in the city where there's some trees. It's sort of a park, but not really. It's just sort of a place where there's some trees that is, I guess, open to the public. And I sat there and listened to the cicadas. And when I walk to this place, it's one of my power spots. I keep my eyes open. And that's what I want to invite you to do. First of all, find your power spot, even if it's just in your yard. I mean, there might be several places in your yard. You can be more specific than just your yard, okay? Or it could be your patio or your balcony, but a place where you can go and sit, especially if you've been struggling and you need to recharge. I've had some of that lately because we've had a lot of work done on our house recently. The last month, actually 6 weeks, have been chaos. It's good. I mean, everybody says, oh, it'll be worth it in the end, and we're pretty much, well, or at least at the end of the most major phase 1, but it's exhausting to go through renovations, to get things fixed that have needed to be fixed for probably 10 or more years, okay? And even if you're not doing home renovations or repairs, we do this. Humans, we go through renovations of the soul, of our heart, of our spirit. We change things in our life. We go through transformation, and when we're doing that, it can be quite exhausting at times. And some of us on the spiritual path, I think many of us who are sort of part of this tribe, we are continually going through transformations and renovations. And so we continually need to be replenished. And that's why I suggest that you identify and connect with your power place. And I'm really emphasizing here your power place that is near your home. Somewhere that you could get away to easily, that you could walk to or drive a short distance, so that you could visit it frequently when you need that, if not daily, at least weekly regeneration and recharging. And again, keep your eyes open when you go there. Turn up your ears, turn up all your senses, and pay attention as you're stepping out to that place. Pay attention to what is happening. What are the songs of the animals? What does the sky look like on that day? What are the clouds telling you? Do you receive gifts from nature? Today I received a gift from nature at my special power place. One of them, the one away from here, I should say, because I told you I'd been dealing with some, I don't know, just feel a little chaotic from all the things that have been stirred up with the renovations. And of course, there's a lot of cleanup after you have this stuff done too. So feeling a little overwhelmed, and I sat down and began meditating and singing with the cicadas. And then I found this stick at my feet, and it's a totem. Now, if you haven't seen my video yet about sticks, please check that out, because you can work with sticks for healing and for divination and magic and just rebalancing your soul the same way you might work with crystals. Well, not the same way, because, you know, sticks are wood and crystals are mineral, but it's similar. And so I received a healing stick made of sycamore wood, which is one of my sacred trees. And I looked at it immediately, and I could see that, well, a lot of things, but it's a crocodile or an alligator. And I'll show you. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I bet you can see the eye. See the eye? And that too is a message. It reminded me, the one eye, to keep my eye open, like Odin, you know, to see with the third eye chakra, and not just my physical eyes, to see with the higher vision. And then crocodile or alligator, depending on how you want to see it, it could be either. But these are both, you know, crocodile in particular is a very ancient creature. But, you know, we're talking about the primordial waters, that rejuvenation and that healing power, and being willing to go into the depth of feeling. So I think that this stick is, you know, trying to tell me to, you know, it's okay. Go into your feelings about whatever's going on. Feel it. And also tapping into the wisdom, you know, of the ancient magic of the wisdom of crocodile or alligator. Could be both, I think, with the stick. So we'll see where I go with it. But yes, you may receive gifts from nature too. And by the way, when I was walking back, I received a gift from a friend that lived nearby who had peaches. So that was cool too. But find your spots of power, you know, whether it's, you know, your backyard, like this is, you know, one of my spots of power, or this other spot I walk to. I have other spots in the state that I sometimes visit, maybe out of state. Maybe you have a special spot that is out of the country, you know. The thing about spots, the further away your power spot is, the less often you're going to be able to visit it. So you need some that are close to you as well. And I believe that every vicinity has these power spots. I've seen that. And, you know, if you wanted to get more, you know, sort of metaphysical or metaphysical scientific about it, you could think about ley lines, and just think about points of intersection of powers. And yeah, you'll feel it. There'll be an energy. You'll feel it. You'll feel there's energy and power. And, you know, yeah, these spots, we know them. They click for you. When you get there, you'll know it. So I invite you to think about your place where you feel in a position of power, true power, okay, not just worldly power, but your soul power, where you can go to touch that again, to feel the essence of who you are, to regenerate, and hopefully to connect with the sky energies of that place, and the plant energies as well, and all the other elements too. Alrighty, well, hope you found this helpful, and I'm Psychic Cynthia, and until next time, I'm signing off, and wishing you much peace and empowerment in your place of power and in the sacredness.